Next topic in the digestive system is problems with the digestive system. Germs get into the digestive system when you eat infected food. This is called food poisoning. Foods can be infected when you buy them or while they are being prepared at home. Not washing the hands before preparing food and after using the toilet, dirty work surfaces and utensils, loose hanging hair and sneezing near food can all lead to germs getting into food. Indigestion. Indigestion is usually caused by eating food too quickly and not chewing it enough. The stomach produces extra gastric juice with the result that the stomach contains a lot of acid. If the person belches, some of the acid comes up the gullet, causing a burning sensation, which is sometimes called heartburn. Indigestion can usually be cured by taking a tablet or drink which contains an alkali that will neutralize the acid. A person who constantly has too much acid in his stomach may get an ulcer. This is when acid starts to eat into the wall of stomach, which then becomes raw and painful. Ulcers seem to be most common in middle-aged and elderly people and often seem to be brought on by overwork and worry. Diarrhea. Infected food can be vomited from the stomach quite soon after it is eaten. More often, the germs are busy breeding and multiplying in our digestive system before you begin to feel ill. White blood cells rush to destroy the germs and the liquid food is rushed through the digestive system and out of the rectum. You can see why diarrhea is often called the runs. Diarrhea stops when the infection clears up. During the attack, a great deal of water and important mineral salts and vitamins may be lost. Diarrhea is a serious illness in babies as they quickly become dehydrated, which means dried out and ill. The lost water must be replaced and the baby taken to a doctor if the diarrhea lasts more than a day. Extra hygiene is very important, otherwise the infection can spread to other people in the house. Part of the food you eat, including the fiber, cannot be broken down by the digestive system. We are studying constipation. It travels to the rectum where it forms feces. The feces are passed out of the anus by powerful muscles. People have very different laboratory habits. Some people go 4 times a day, once a day, every 4 days, or anything in between. If feces are not passed out according to your usual pattern, they may become thick, hard and dry. This is because the waste stays in the large intestine for longer and has more than the usual amount of water absorbed from it. The thick, hard and dry feces are uncomfortable or even painful to pass. Constipation is not serious and worry can make it worse. It is important to go to the toilet at the same time each day and when you have plenty of time. If nothing happens after say 10 minutes, do not worry. Try again the next day. Drink up to 3 liters of water a day and make sure you have enough fiber in your diet. This improves the tone of the muscles of the rectum. And keep the faces bulky and soft. Make sure you have plenty of exercise since there is no better way to improve muscle tone. Try to avoid laxatives. These are medicines to soften the faces. They work, but there is a risk that they may cause the powerful muscles of the rectum to lose their muscle tone and become lazy. You then need even strong laxatives to help you to go to the laboratory.